and we are on our way to becoming a world champion. Whatever the fuck that was. No, but I'll tell you what other two world champions are discussing and debating and having a go at it for like the past couple of weeks, and I'm pretty sure that sentence ended up having no sense. But yeah, here's the deal. Engin Terzi and Devon Larratt, they have had this disagreement in the past when it comes to King's move, and not just with Devon but also with Michael. And there's it's a pretty well known thing throughout the arm wrestling community that the King's move is not heavily accepted, and who knows, probably never will. It all started with Crazy George, and then a bunch of other people started implementing it. But the first true giant and just complete heavy user of this movement came to be known as Michael Todd, and then a few years afterwards, Devon also started seeing the benefits of having this style of pulling, and ever since then, like the whole arm wrestling community started having this huge thing to debate on. It kind of fractured in half, and we have the two camps with the guys that are pro King's move and the guys that are against it and stuff like that. And recently, Engin and Devon started having a go at it again. So they kind of reignited the whole thing. And why I wanted to make this video was purely and simply because of the following fact. I think that this will be a never-ending discussion unless we agree to no longer disagree, based on the fact that it is very clear, at least in my opinion, it is very clear that we have two guys, or let's say two camps even, of people, two camps of people, or let's say they're right now, today, represented by Devon / Michael and Engin. On the other side, we have two guys who are just having quite different opinions about how the sport should be, how the sport should evolve, where the sport should be heading towards, and a lot of such things. I mean, they're obviously heavily related to their personal goals as athletes, because obviously one guy discovered the benefit of doing this, and also probably he also kind of needs it nowadays because injuries and stuff like that prevent him from pulling the same way he used to pull. And at least for Michael, we know very well that this is the case, as per his own admission. In order for him to get any type of posting, because of his inability to fully extend his arm like the way I'm doing right now, he's only kind of blocked here. In order for him to post, he obviously needs to go that way. Not such a severe case for Devon, but still, he also has some sort of restriction in his arms due to all that wear and tear and poundage and surgeries and calcification and so on and so forth. So we have guys who are on one hand becoming obliged to use this due to their injuries, but also with or without their injuries, they just seem to get the benefits of this thing, and obviously using it and having it being allowed would mean an evolution of the sport in one direction, where you have a lot more possibilities, and it sort of emphasizes more on the chess aspect of arm wrestling. It adds one extra and super powerful weapon that is very hard to be avoided or defended against. So we have these guys who want to see the sport evolve in the direction where may the best man win no matter what. It's not about just who's the most dedicated, who trains the hardest, and who's the strongest. We have these guys who just want. I mean, they just look at it as going to war and anything goes, as long as those things are even remotely allowed. And also we have the more strict camp. That's the camp represented by Engin at this point, where again I also fully understand their point of view, where they do not want to see the sport take this route, because they want things to be fair and square, and they want their training to count and to matter once they step onto the table, and they don't want all of these loopholes to create the possibility of them losing towards guys who, in their opinion, are inferior or are lacking a lot of things, but are able to get away with this thing that's not regulated properly, and so on and so forth. So whether you call it King's Move or Open Top Roll, or as it recently became known as Desperation Move, or Statue of Liberty, that was a fun one. And my shoulder's popping again. My own version of injuries and stuff like that. What I wanted to say was, no matter how you call it, I just think that at one point we either embrace both of them, or we just stop caring, because like I said, I do not think it's ever going to fully go away, and as long as we have these two schools of thought that are severely against the other one, we will have this strong opposition from either side towards letting go of it or adopting it. And in my opinion, again, the whole thing is super simplistic. We just have two guys, or two groups of people, or two camps, call it whatever, who just see the sport going in different directions. So it's just different people wanting different things for the sport. You'll never be able to please everyone, and it happens with all sports. I could stay for 10 more minutes telling you the King's Move equivalent in so many other sports that are being discussed and debated for so long, and they're being both loved and hated. So there's pretty much nothing you can do about it. And my advice for anyone out there who either gets annoyed by the fact that it doesn't get fully embraced, or gets annoyed by the fact that it is a reality, my advice is just go with the flow, ride the wave, and eventually, pretty much every decade or so, the sport reinvents itself, and with the appearance and disappearance of many leagues, you'll always have places where these things will be allowed or disallowed, or allowed only to a certain degree. So these things will always be going up and down. The only constant is change, as the saying goes. So let me know what you guys thought about this thing. I'll stop my blabbering right here and right now. Like the video if you did. Dislike it, but make sure you do it twice if you did dislike it. Troll, hate, subscribe, unsubscribe, share, do whatever. Just make sure you engage with me in meaningful conversations down below in the comment section, and keep it friendly and civilized. And until next time, I'm out.